What, have I got a dirty neck or something?
Ooh.
I was gonna say only white shoes.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
It has been known to be.
Wait a minute.
A dirty neck.
Huh?
I give dirty neck.
Huh?
Is that how we starting? Yeah.
I give dirty neck.
You give? Would you call it giving neck?
You could.
Does a man give a woman neck?
No, that's what I was thinking. I click my neck.
Hey, yo.
Sorry, so you mean to tell me that I'm the only one in here who's ever tongue fucked? Neck.
But I refuse to believe that you do that.
I've never called it that.
No, obviously, I've never really called it that, but you could.
I've never called it that. Ever
It's
in
more
my life.
like
Did you say tongue fucking neck?
no. Giving
Oh,
neck.
yeah.
But
Open sesame and then dive in.
oh, I'm about to.
Dive in.
I'm still doing.
I was waiting for the splash, but no one needed it. This is episode 146 of the Different Shots podcast with myself, Raw
Love a
Talk
bit of
Reese.
John
Who do you have in the
Legend.
studio to my left?
John Legend fans over here.
Oi,
Who
Dusty
you-
Springfield
Who are
to
you?
the left.
I've got a headache.
It's me, Mr. Oh, hey, ho. Sorry, I was thinking. Sorry.
Chelsea Lulu.
What a surprise.
To his left.
Me. Okay. Yes.
Own
She's
goal.
back.
Huh?
Back
Own goal.
again.
And across
Katie's
from me.
back.
Oh, 2 drinks.
Oh, what's the matter?
We'll get to
What's
that.
wrong?
How you doing?
What was that? I'm okay, I'm alive. I'm doing something right. I'm feeling good. Creativity is creativity. Life is trying to life, but trying to, trying to keep the demons away, and people trying to give you a 6 for a 9, but
Amen
know what
to
I mean?
that. Wait, what?
making sure my numbers are straight. Staying sucker free in a world full of lollipops. Bar.
There's too much.
The
going
worst
on.
thing was, trying to keep the 6 from the 9 was crazy because I was like, okay, I don't like that double entendre. I heard that in 2 different ways.
I heard it in that way and then
I heard
another
it
way.
like, is the 6 the negative number and the 9 the good number? Then I was like, okay. Then obviously
I learned that
trying
one.
to be the lollipop amongst the. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's-
learned that
it's
one,
too much
I learned that
going
one
on.
from a St. Vincent elder. They're trying to give you a 6 for a 9.
Okay, how are you doing? Because that has me flabbergasted.
I mean, that threw me off.
Let's go, Catwoman. How are you doing?
It's you lot will be sad to know that I've had a really, really bad week, and it's the first week in my whole existence of working for where I work that I've generally hated being in the office around people. I can't stand a particular person that I'm working with at the moment in my team.
Just
and
one person.
just one person. And I don't, to be honest, not like they'll listen to this anyway, and even if they do, I don't give a shit. But, I'm working with an absolute arsehole that just thinks they're right about everything and just, sorry, I apologise, really wants to belittle women majority of the time. And I'm the only woman in my team as well. So, yeah, I've just had a week of back and forth, like, slide
Misogyny?
digs. Huh?
Misogyny?
Vaguely misogynistic?
It's not even vague. This
Or it's
person
just
has
the
been like this.
spirit of misogyny?
No, this person has been like this probably since they started. But I think certain circumstances that have happened during like work and stuff like that have just escalated how this person feels about women and just mate. Just when someone is definitely trying to make it like more awkward for you to work around them, but because I'm not that kind of person. Shit like that doesn't get me down, but it does make me think, oh my God, like people need to grow up. And it's got to the point where people in the office are like realizing certain things as well, and now pulling you to the side and saying, oh, do we need to talk about this? I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't need to talk about issues that an insecure man who can't do his job has. Do you know what I mean?
Does he call women broads?
I don't know. He doesn't respect. He's the type of guy that will literally openly cheat on their girlfriend
Ew.
and doesn't care who notices it.
Messy.
But you're not okay with being in an open relationship, but you feel like you have the right to. No, it's not even about. It's not even about. It's in my business, but it's just like you do what you want to do, but don't bring it to the attention of other people. That's what I don't like. And it's just a whole, yeah, you lot sip. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing. Yeah.
So your work beat's been a hard then.
It's been terrible.
That's definitely not your work husband, then, is it?
I don't have one of those. Yeah.
Mark, how are you?
I mean,
Plodding by. Hello. Plodding by. What about you?
Been a long week.
yeah.
It's been a long week.
I can't believe we're fast approaching May already.
It's weird because like normally January takes long. I think this year's buzzing through.
No, January was long. That felt
I
like
didn't
a year.
I didn't even see
was
January.
long.
I was ill. On my deathbed.
You survived. You
But
still
I
alive.
didn't even see
Hey.
the longness of it.
The longest of it. Are we not? Okay, cool. Nope. All right.
No, I'm
So
just
let's kick off this episode.
yeah, please, because I'm.
What's on the docket?
Walk away on that one.
So,
Yeah.
you lot remember the incident that took place in the Brixton Academy, which a young mum passed away, and I think a police officer passed away also.
Yeah.
So, the current update on that is that the O2 Academy is facing permanent closure after the Met Police urges the council to strip the venue of its license. What is your thoughts on that?
No, that's formerly Brixton Academy, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Remember there was that period of time where I think it was around the So Solid time, and I think, well, to be honest, it's probably happened a lot, but I remember specifically around the So Solid time when they couldn't book shows because venues were scared of, having them.
I think that and a lot of grime artists.
Yeah, and a lot of grime artists as well. And it, depending on the venue and what type of...
I'm sorry, people. Apology for last week because we didn't have visuals, but yeah, we're back.
Sorry, and I was going to mumble my way through that whole thing.
Touching my pearls. I was doing so well listening.
Like, venues that have a specific type of music, but then again, from historically, Brixton Academy, even into the O2s, had like a multitude of different type of artists. So it's not like this is a regular thing. Not to be, like trying to pass the buck or anything, but violence is, and it's not even violence though.
It's just basic crowd control.
It was crowd control.
I personally
that was the
think
problem in that situation.
I personally think that it should be more down to the promoters should get a ban or should get punished rather than the actual venue. Because obviously it was that one concert or gathering that this happened. So for me, it should be more promoters than the actual venue.
And security as well, because again, better crowd control in that situation. And working with the police as well, if you decide that you want to do that, just to make sure that everyone is involved.
Because then ain't you just moving the problem elsewhere?
Because it's not the artist that brought the violence to the establishment. It was the lack of crowd control and the lack of security and the police not knowing what the fuck to do, because it was like either they weren't informed or they maybe didn't take this type of event and the amount of people that would show up seriously that caused what happened. Do you know what I mean? But then it's like, I'm in my head, I'm like, wait, I saw Lauryn Hill there. I saw Buster there. I saw The Time there. And no problems, no drama at all. So you're taking away a venue that has had like a lot of classic artists and shows that we've all been to and survived and made it home. But unfortunately, on one night,
But it's not just based on one night.
Yeah, I think it's because it's based on like a numerous amount
It's
of...
cumulative.
Yeah.
This happened when, was it Chronics or not Chronics? It was
an Afrobeat artist, wasn't
no,
it?
it was a Jamaican artist. No,
Oh.
the death of the two ladies was an Afrobeat artist, but there's been dancehall artists who have been there, even Migos, when Migos were there, and the issue you have is that a lot of people from the area or whatever know bouncers on the door, so slide them bread, get in, rah 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 rah. If I've not got a ticket, I'm not doing all the rah rah rahs. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think, obviously, you mentioned promoters. I'm not blaming promoters because I sold the event. I've done my job, right? Yeah, that's based on security. Security on the day. A promoter is to promote the event, whether it's through online ticket sales.
So is the security the same security that's there for that venue only?
I think it's rotation of the same type of guys that you'll see there, innit? And you have to understand ultimately, like, raw, if you got a packed event and people are trying to bum rush the doors, fine. Because you forget, there's a police station not even 20 to
walking
30
distance
yards.
Just down the road,
It's not even down the road, it's like 20 yards, max. So, for me, it's not a thing of me being like, oh yeah, well, for example, you're mentioning Busta Rhymes, you're mentioning the plethora of artists that you saw there, and you getting home safe. You're talking about, ultimately, it's a place that causes problems, that's had problems caused regardless of its location. But yeah, Kate, what you saying? Sorry to cut you.
No, mine basically pretty much what you was going to say. I was saying it is kind of down to... I don't want to say the venue 100%, but it is in the sense of, you know, the security and the staff that they're hiring to do stuff.
Yeah.
If you're aware that this kind of shit may or potentially can happen, regardless of the artist, my thing is maybe you need to be tighter on security and stuff. It's obviously not something that I look at to be like, oh, this event doesn't look like it has a lot of security, but you need to be, even if they are tight on security need to then know that they have to do their job. You can't just, you know, allow anyone in kind of thing if you're, you know, slipping someone a bit of change or, you know, wad of cash, as they say, just so people can get into an event. Wad of cash, you know, a few £50 notes. No, but I just think it's down to the security, as Reese was saying. But as a collective, the events that have been held there, it's not like the first time, second time, third time. It's numerous occasions that it's happened. So, I mean, in answer to the question, would I feel like it's completely wrong to close it down because of that? Then no, because not on a close level, but the girl that passed away, I went to school with her, knew her.
Girls.
The one recently that that passed away. But me and her went to the same school. Obviously, I was in her brother's year and we was all cool.
But does it change because you know her?
No, I don't think it does. I'm just saying I think it probably hits home for people a little bit more. I'm not saying that when things like this happen, it's not, you don't think it's real, but it's that close to home that if things like this continue, it's quite scary to think about even more. But I mean, I feel like, I don't know why, if in the past when this has happened, no one's thought, oh, let's knuckle down on what we're doing to protect people and protect, you know, visitors that come and things like that. Like, why do you not think about that beforehand? Or why have you not thought about that? And why is this now only being something that's spoken about or thought of? That's my question against it. So I wouldn't think they're completely wrong, no. And I wouldn't be upset about it.
Do you think more? Do you think this affects black events moving forward? That kind of concert wise.
It might.
It was. I wouldn't say. Obviously, even though it's located in Brixton and whatnot, it was when you do have these nights where you do have like your rock bands and ECT there. You don't hear these stories. So do you think this does kind of affect your future Migroses, your future.
I think it could do, just simply because those are more likely the events that people would have expect these things to happen because they've happened at those type of events before, whether it's like dance hall, rap, do you know what I mean, where things can get intense, where people can get a bit more rowdy. And you probably would expect it to happen at probably like a rock or indie event, and it don't, but probably, yeah. I don't know, I can't say, oh yeah, I definitely think it's going to, but I think it can have an influence on it,
And that's
100%.
also, because that's also not to say that. That's also not to say that things like that aren't happening at those types of events. But again, you know, when it comes to coverage, and it happens at an event where black people are in numbers, obviously it's going to become the biggest thing to be talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
I think hopefully it will, as more of the story comes out, I think as you've all said collectively, if the venue closed purely on a safety element, it's understandable. But I'd hate to see a building with that much history close because of the you know, I'm breaking this down in my head. It's just it's foul because I'm thinking if that was my mum or my auntie, obviously I'm thinking like the due diligence of the building, but that's not based on the people that work inside the building. That's based on the security outside.
Yeah.
It's more so making sure the people you have there are trained correctly so that incidents like this don't even get this far. What are we going to do? Turn Brixton, we're going to turn the academy into what? An orchestra house, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just going to be a building.
Knowing the council, they'll probably turn it into flats.
There's already flats there, so that's like not even like right next to it. So I do hear you. Talking on, as we're continuing to have uncomfortable conversations. The King's coronation is coming up. I'm not quite sure of the date. Was it May?
I'm sure it's the 8th.
It's the 8th because that's the bank holiday. No.
Monday.
The Sunday's the 7th, so does that mean it's on the Monday?
I think it's on the Monday, yeah.
Because that would be the 8th. Oh, yeah, because sorry, it is because that Monday is what we get off. It is the 8th.
It's my birthday.
That's the most. That's more important.
We know.
That's what we should be talking about.
Channel 4 will be airing a Prince Andrew documentary.
Go on, Channel 4.
I don't call him Prince Andrew. I just call him Andrew.
Listen,
That's
man,
called Dirty Bungle.
Proper.
During the King's coronation.
Listen, the cojones of Channel 4 to do that on that day is the smokiest smoke.
It's like, oh, you're doing that, yeah? Let me remind you, yeah?
For real, good.
It's the smokiest smoke thing I've seen a TV station do in a long time. Where it's just like, you know what, I don't give a fuck. And Channel 4 are like that. Channel 4 don't give a fuch.
Channel 4
out of the main 4, I say 4 channels because Channel 5 don't count for shit. Out of the main 4 channels, Channel 4's been
channels, not 5 channels.
Channel 5 don't count.
Because no one watches it.
BBC 1 and BBC 2 is basically the same channel.
Yeah, basically.
They just put stuff on BBC 2.
BBC 2's, yeah.
On BBC 1.
Yeah, they put the documentaries on BBC 2.
Channel 5 does count. I like Channel 5 afternoon movies.
I'm gonna watch it.
Jobless warrior.
I'm gonna watch it because again, I don't understand in that whole situation how.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? How, you know, he wasn't called forward. He wasn't.
Kind of hard to get to someone who can hide, bro.
Yeah. You paid him off, man. Well, his mum did.
Oh, she actually did, didn't she?
Yeah.
So, the way I looked at it more so was that I can only compare it to the Stephen Lawrence thing. Stephen Lawrence, the Daily Mail took a stand during the Stephen Lawrence murderers, naming and shaming, was it 4 men? Or was it 6?
I want to say it was 6.
So naming and shaming all 6 men in that case. And basically drew a line in the sand saying, we believe it's you, do us something.
Yeah.
Like, they would take the legal problems.
Yeah.
But that's the line in the sand. Channel 4 have always been that network.
Edgy.
Yeah. So, Brookside, First Gay Kiss in Hollyoaks,
There's been
Black
some
Mirror,
TV shows that they've allowed. There's just been
Black Mirror, like just the
Wow.
whole setup.
Eurotrash.
Yeah, man.
Naked Attraction. Like,
Come on.
literally.
Hey, Naked Attraction is wild.
they've had like
Do you
30.
watch that?
Sometimes.
They've had 30+ years of promoting shows or putting out shows that trigger debate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing new from Channel 4.
Agreed.
No.
But as I said, if I'm comparing it to the Stephen Lawrence thing as a line in the sand, it's letting you know we don't care who the new king is.
I respect it.
We're not the BBC.
Yeah, totally.
We're not the BBC.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do on your day,
What we're gonna do is
It show you something about the royal family.
we're gonna let you know
we're gonna give the other people something to watch.
we're not the crown. We're not gonna
That's
give
literally
you.
what this.
We're not gonna give you a bridge series. We're gonna air a documentary about Dirty Drew and his
Man
laundry.
said Drew, you know.
And his laundry.
Dirty Drew. Dirty Drew and
But
dirty.
then, if it
In
was
dirty
Harry,
drawers.
Oh, if it was Harry, that'd be on BBC everything.
Oh God.
Oh,
yeah,
my
no,
yeah.
if it was the Harry, Dirty Harry sounds better than Dirty
Oh,
Drew.
see.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
They drew.
Dirty Drew
Oh.
is dirty drawers.
Are you going to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With pleasure.
I kiss my teeth. I'm about the coronation.
Are you going to watch it? Yeah.
Oh, I went into Tesco today and there's all fucking flags about the place. You know they do the flag bunting. I was like, I'll give it a rest.
Oh, yeah, it's that time.
Oh,
Yeah, but, you know, this generation hasn't seen a coronation or anything besides Harry's wedding and William's wedding.
This generation, bro, neither's yours.
Oh, we had Diana. We had Diana's wedding.
No, but you said this generation has seen something like that. You're talking about like, the Queen's crowning. None of us have seen it before.
oh, like where?
Oh, yeah, I
yeah,
did
I've never.
miss
Yeah,
The
it's true.
coronation, none of us
I
have seen
did
it
miss
before.
that.
And I'm
You've
not.
seen the
I'm not
Jubilee?
interested. I've seen multiple
You've seen
jubilees.
Jubilee?
True, actually.
What kind of crown are you talking about?
Oh, oh.
Wherever it is you're going,
What kind
just
of
stay
crowd?
there by
What
yourself.
kind of crowd do you
Thank
want him to be
you.
talking
Thank
about?
you. Wherever
What are
it
you
is
talking about
you're
now?
going, just stay there by yourself.
Yeah.
Ew.
By the
No.
bus stop, yeah?
I mean, and as I said, I'm very curious.
Dirty brown.
There's a lot of things in the case that I'd like some clarity on. 'Cause-
Whether it will give us that, I don't know. But I just find it interesting that this man's been lurking in the shadows, just chilling like a villain.
But money talks, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing people forget, because he's worked, like, for example, like we've seen many a movies that when you are a certain person of power or privilege of certain family, you can be on certain grounds where they can't move or extradite you.
Yeah.
They can just obviously you remove man from the front of house, you put him towards the back. He can live his life without going outside. He has the money to be able to live a life without directly affecting others, where his name will come up, but you won't necessarily see him.
What's happening with my girl anyway?
Who's my girl?
Maxwell.
You saw him?
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause it went quiet.
Who?
Just like Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
You don't know who that is, do you? Epstein. She was part of the whole trafficking thing with Epstein.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. What is happening with that?
But
Why?
no, people kept quiet. That'll take a couple Google searches to see like if anything has changed.
And again, remember that's a woman coming from money as well.
Yeah.
You can't really draw people out of that situation because ultimately, like, by doing that, you're triggering names.
Yeah. But
But
Channel 4, I mean, well, the royal family have not said, or I've heard, that they're going to sue Channel 4 if
Can't.
they show
I
this.
don't think they
God,
can. You
it's
know.
factual.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
This is going to be the height of journalism because, you know,
Which
they've
is the
had to,
greatest thing
they've
as
had to
well.
literally toe the line. Yeah. Popcorn.
I think I'm gonna be
And
involved.
slippers on.
Twiddling
Have you seen the royal family come out again saying that they're not racist?
Okay.
Why do they need to prove this now? Like, it's, what are you proving? Like, what are you trying
No,
to
You're
prove?
missing the point. Being a racist isn't being an issue. The accusation of being called a racist is the issue.
Yeah.
So you can have racist views, but if you're racist, you don't want to. You're gonna be like, no, but that's just how people react, and like like casual racism. But the accusation of someone calling you a racist
Is
more
stronger.
problematic because you're like, it could never. Never me.
I don't like to be called racist. Yeah, but you are racist. I just said I don't like to be called racist. Hello.
But you are.
That's how they take it. Yeah, that's how it is.
you are.
Doesn't matter whether I am or not. I just don't like to be called
A spade is a
racist.
And then you look at
Ew.
someone and goes, brother, it gets like that. It's not racist.
I don't like what you're calling me though.
That me sometimes. Sometimes you slip up.
I don't know what that means.
Hard R.
Pause.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
You slip up, you let out a hard R.
What do you mean?
What?
No one knows what a hard R is.
Hard R.
A hard R.
I know. Are you talking about the N word hard R?
With a hard R.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Oh.
Okay. Whew.
I thought you said hard R, hard R.
It's,
What do you mean by that?
sometimes I'm like, why is it up? But then I'm like, oh, it's me. So sometimes you're never sure.
Yeah, you
All right,
got-
cool.
you
I get
have
it.
to-
No,
Yeah.
I get it. I get
Someone's
it.
like-
I get it. Sometimes you're never sure.
As we're on this guy's being dirty, right? Yeah. And let's go. As this guy's being dirty, the humor I have to finding this because we're still reeling from the last version and variant of this is the COVID variant.
COVID.
Yeah, which is currently prevalent within India, and I think you say it's across America.
Mainly India, but there's some cases in America and the UK.
Called Mark. Would you like to try to say it again?
No?
Arcturus.
Arcturus. Sounds like a spaceship.
What Mark called it, or if you remember.
We wasn't recording this, so nobody needs to know.
What did you do?
No, we do.
Mark's diction is awful.
We know this already. We've had a whole episode about
Do you
this.
remember how he said it?
Arteritis.
I didn't say arthritis.
You did.
There's
You
no,
did.
there's no
Because
evidence.
I was like, wait, that sounds like arthritis. Either way, it sounds like whatever that is gonna hurt some bones because it just sounded arthritis.
Maybe it does.
See, arthritis.
How bad do you think this variant's going to be?
Hey, COVID trying to come back for, I don't know, the 5th sequel?
Is this like Rocky 4?
This is Rocky 5, man. We're coming out retirement, yeah?
Rocky fucking 4. Stop it.
Coming out retirement. You know what? I'm done.
But I don't know. There's been a few variants, and you know, as they've come out, you're thinking, "Oh shit, not again." But it's not really blown.
No way.
This is too close.
I don't think.
The first time.
No, I don't think. I don't think it will. I don't think it will do what.
Sorry.
No, I just.
Be the last.
I don't think it's gonna do what the last one did.
Knew it.
I don't think it's gonna do what the last one did. What, to a point where it? Nah.
Shut down.
Nah.
But why? Can I just ask why? That's my only
Why
question
what?
now.
Why COVID exists?
No, why would there need to be another variant? Like what?
What did the name need that?
So Mark, we're gonna have flu this year.
Why
yeah?
would there need?
Why is this?
Why?
Why is this flu version different from last year's flu version? Babe, I don't know, bro. Man said, why
It's
does
not.
it
No,
need to
it's just no. But I know that we don't know the answers. But it's just like, why?
be-
Yeah, but why do people die? Like,
No, I know, but it's it is more rhetorical. But it's like just why?
The
Like,
pollen's
it's-
got me again.
don't start. Leave us alone. It's a real thing, alright. Some people call it an ick, but I call it just suffering.
what do you call it, ick?
Hay fever.
He's taking a piss at hay fever. I'm like, some people actually try and call it the ick. Then people need to fuck off.
Them people ain't got no lives, man.
I know. Call him fucking hay, but
No, but
listen.
it is funny when someone says, "What?
What's wrong?
You're giving me attitude, but then you go outside and grass is fucking you up."
How you can protect the home?
Do you ever suffer from hay fever?
Nope.
That's why.
No.
That's why you want to laugh about it.
I can laugh.
Look at
I can
you.
roll in the grass.
I can actually roll in the grass. I don't think I choose to, but it depends. I don't think I'm allergic to grass pollen. I think it's more like tree pollen. Just
I don't.
I don't actually know, but yeah.
I'm not your man. I don't care what you do in the grass.
Do you know what? What do I answer that one? For goodness sake.
It's like, imagine the grass pollen.
I don't give up.
Don't, because I'll start talking about the different variations of fucking hay fever.
We'll talk about COVID. No one gives a damn about hay fever.
I don't really care about
It's an
COVID
allergy,
either.
bro. Allergy ain't making you bedbound. It's just probably the effort when you try to go sleep, bro.
It can make you bedbound.
Mark, do you think this is gonna? Do you think it's gonna do the rounds again?
Not
Lock
like
down the world.
not like last time, but you know.
Where is the variant? Is it in England?
It's in India at the moment, and according to Mark, there's been traces in England and the US.
Is it
Put your
doing
finger
mad
in
stuff in
there.
India or?
Marcus?
Not that mad, but mad enough for people to chat about it.
Them not bad like me.
No, but
Could be a madness still, but we don't know. But COVID, stay the fuck up.
Before we even like deviate quickly, yeah. It's more so like because this conversation about annoying things that have happened. The other day when that alarm bell thing went off on your phone.
The memes for that were funny though.
I didn't see any.
What was
Actually, I haven't really put on social
The
media.
main
like
meme I saw is Tottenham is shit because it happened when the Tottenham game was on.
that. Oh wow.
What was your reaction to that?
I told my
Did
friend.
you know it was
My friend
happening?
warned
I'm sure
me.
you did it. Oh.
My friend warned me, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then when it went off, I was like, oh,
So
Yeah.
when I saw it, the message, I thought it was one of them. She's Sunak's wife. Like, there's bare things I haven't even bothered to look at.
yeah. I saw
It's just
saw
dumb.
things like that.
This phone didn't even go off. It was just the statement
Possibly
come
one of
up.
the Starburst please. I was just looking at that like, bro, come on, man. I went one of your ones because they were out, but so it's making noise. Thank you. Right here, man's like, I'm not giving you my pen.
It's my stash.
Yeah, I just looked at it, like, as it was going up. I was like, bro, like, I don't like the fact of having access to my phone. And then what happened yesterday? It popped up on my phone, some AI thing on Snap.
Snap.
I said, what the
Yeah,
hell?
I said no.
I tried to remove it immediately. I saved it as go away, bruv.
What is it?
When you log into your Snap, you'll see it.
Yeah, you can chat to AI
I'm not chatting to AI, bro.
Why?
on Snap.
Man, I've seen those movies before, bro.
Speaking about phones and stuff,
got too much
quick side
time.
note:
Go on.
has anyone seen the thing about Uber reportedly charges more to phones when they're low on battery?
I thought so.
Wait.
Wait, what?
But then it makes you question: how would they know you're low on battery?
Yeah, what?
They charge you more for the journey.
They charge you more
Because if
your
you're gonna
phone's
you're
low
gonna
on
need
battery.
it more, innit?
You
That's
need the charger. You
rude.
need the charger and go.
That's very rude. This is why I carry my portable.
Yo.
That's rude, you know.
But that's the thing. A company having the capability of, through an app, being able to see that your phone is low. Thus, yeah, all right, let's bump it up about 20, 30 pounds.
yeah, a couple of pounds, but not
Maybe
not
about
not
20
20
to
pounds.
25, something like that. Jeez.
That's fucked. Listen,
Rude.
Skynet, innit? I said it.
You want to talk to AI, bro?
Skynet.
For real.
I didn't see the AI thing. I don't think I have it.
Because you ain't logged in yet.
I'll do it after.
Mine popped up and I was like, "Who that?"
I'm actually logged in there.
My popped as well. Who's this?
This green looking.
Blue thing. I was like, it's Avatar.
What?
What's going on, bro? I was like, who's this blue bit?
Flow like the water.
Way to water in it. Alright, cool. Because we're in a jovial mood, it's easier to kind of bring up this topic here.
Go on. Go on.
Okay, so because you know when you lose your whole thought process, because like, because we're in a jovial mood, and obviously Kadia came in on like 10.
Yep.
Because she was late. I want to ask a question. When was the last time you lost your temper? I'm gonna start with O because O looks like his temper goes up like a bar chart. Like it depends. Or you pull out any more of them chin hairs, you gonna look like a man for real. That wanted up is we die, bro. That block came from the base of his throat.
I'm just thinking about Mega Man.
Oh, this morning.
Oh damn.
Yeah. There's
Find your cereal.
no, there's I'm having like every morning I get on the train at a specific time, and every time I get on the train, a few stops later, this boy gets on. He's about 11, 12. We get off at the same state. We get off at the same stop. Now, when we get off at the same stop, we have to walk up a road, and for some reason, this boy is racing me. But we're having an unknown walking race.
How old is this boy?
11.
He's about 11, 12. And the thing is, for as long as
Wait, go on. I'll ask
for as long as I've been doing this journey, I've seen this boy like sort of get older. So I've seen when his mum,
You see him get older.
I've seen as his mum was taking him to school. So obviously he's just started secondary school.
All right, Epstein.
He's just started doing the journey. Now he's doing it by himself. Now when we come out of the station, for some reason, as I'm walking, he's like, he always turns around and looks at me and then speeds up. So it's like we're having this little walking race. So today I was dusting the boy. I looked effortless the way I was beating this boy in a race. And then you know what happened? Hey, yo! I fucking tripped up. I tripped.
There's two things.
I tripped.
You two. I know you're waiting. You was waiting for something.
I was dusting the boy.
I
tripped up.
I'm not sure
Did you
question.
trip up and drop?
No, I'm
or
not question. You were angry, yeah?
And I tripped.
You know what my biggest thing with that
You're
was?
angry at
KJ, No. Before you even say, you know my biggest thing with this? You were beefing a child.
It's a walking race.
A child. You lost your temper before you even wiped the coal out your eye.
You know them ones when you're at the
Over a
light,
child.
when
I
you're
was vexed for
driving.
myself.
You know them ones when you're driving, you're at the lights, and you know someone's trying to,
Man dusted a ute. Pause.
and it's like, yeah, man,
What?
dust them at the lights. This
Nah.
is walking, you know. Schoolboy.
Question,
Was you moving your hips?
KD, have you ever seen Markanthonyphotography before?
No,
Yeah.
I've got
You
a
and Brian
good
Cranston had the
stride.
thing
So
and they do the speed walking.
Yes.
That's what he was doing,
Yeah.
bro.
Have you not seen when what's his name does it? Philly.
Philly's one is sensational.
no, the war.
That's what he was doing, isn't it?
Young Philly speed walk is sensational.
No, but because obviously I'm tall, so that the walk just look effortless in a long coat. So you know, it just looks like I'm.
I find it funny that
In a long coat. What do you think,
tried
a
to
blade?
give man the wapap.
What would you do in the walk like this?
Like
what?
it was a kid, and you got dusted by an 11-year-old.
you're
pathetic.
I was
And then you
beating him
dropped-
up to
You
the
sold
traffic light.
it from the Nutcracker. Man said he's like,
Sorry, it's a timeout. You dropped over the long coat.
I didn't drop. I just, you know,
It's always Neo, innit?
you know when you kick a bit of the pavement that's sticking out, and you're like,
Blade.
Blade.
I just had a.
Did you lose?
So basically, when you dropped, yeah,
I didn't drop. It was kind of like
Mark,
that.
hear it. No.
Oh no, he said this.
Don't do that. 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 I wasn't busting rhymes on the pavement. I wasn't doing bust on the pavement.
Did he help you?
No. But as he went his way and then I went my way, I turned and I saw him laughing. I was like, oh,
And that was what, today?
That's what made you angry.
You gonna see him tomorrow?
no,
the teacher strike.
tomorrow.
Friday?
Oh, listen. I'm running up the road. I'm just take off running. It did not lose my temper, but just annoyed me because I was like, man, I had him. I had him.
Put your eyes so you can see
Young Thundercats.
Put your eyes so you can see it.
No, I can't
That's
believe
for
it.
you, bro. You put your eyes so you can see it.
Nisu?
Okay, what about you? Well, yours is today, innit?
Yeah, today.
Every day.
If that didn't happen today, I would have actually said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know that.
yeah. But do you know what?
And
Yes,
yet you
I think
did.
yesterday I lost my temper in the sense where I still had to kind of compose myself. But yeah, was it? Yeah, yesterday I was fuming. Because, yeah, in a meeting, it's just...
Yeah.
Well, no, I was in a meeting and this one was just going at me for stupid things. And that's
Someone was going at you.
going at me, this same person. I was like, hold on a minute. And I had to stop for a second and be like, who do you think you're talking to? Like,
Bitch. Teach a man how to squabble.
and it was making me even more mad because you know when you have to compose yourself in the office. Ugh.
Yes!
Teach a man how to squabble.
Teach a man how to squabble.
Oh, we get you understood why that was funny. I wish you understood how funny that was, bro.
Oh, jeez.
Uncle Jerome, bro.
Hey.
Did you teach him Squabble?
Yesterday and today, basically.
Mark, what about you?
I'll do my
Sexy chocolate.
sexy chocolate.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah,
I ain't watched the last season yet.
Me
Neither have I.
neither.
I've got it loaded up on my hard drive.
Me neither.
Neither have I.
Anyone's watching, that's not illegal.
The last 2 episodes.
To be honest, I ain't even watched the last
amazing.
2 seasons.
But
Yeah, we
Really
know
bad.
about you. You're late to everything.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
You're late.
Yes, you are.
You're late
I'm
to
not.
everything.
I am, but not everything.
Everything. Mark, what was the last time you were angry? Because Katie is just now. So, did you make her squabble?
Every minute.
Last year was
Leave
probably
me alone!
late. Last year was probably when I broke my collarbone. There's the fact that I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, I tried to make you laugh for the whole process of the accident.
What
I
happened?
really tried to make him feel better, but
No,
he just
no,
was not on
you
it.
making me. You were actually making me laugh, but I wasn't laughing.
But you couldn't laugh.
Because
I
you're
knew
just
he was
like,
in pain.
Mark, man, how come she ain't crying? I'm like,
No, because I knew he was in pain, yeah? Then was like, Reese, why are you being done for? I was like, you know when you're in
humor
pain,
is the best thing.
you
Yeah.
need to make people laugh
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
will panic. Right, yeah. I said, bro, you got big man that taking piss out of his hands. I said, brother, you grab a woman, it's curtains. I was really trying to make him laugh.
Anime?
Because I knew
Where I think on both times when I've had serious injuries,
It's
people have had to
about
make me
you.
laugh. Sorry. Sorry. I was just agreeing that yes.
Always want to be lead.
Did you make her squabble?
And the other time, your friend's gonna laugh at this. Is when I saw my direct debits.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Them ops again, innit?
Some bills. Debo. Damn.
there ever gonna
Give me that money, fool.
On the top of my
Is there ever going to be a week that you're not going to go on
Of course
about
it's gonna
your
be a
bills?
week.
Oh.
No, I'm saying a week where you don't go on about your
When he
bills.
wins the Euro,
I don't blame
When he
you.
wins the Euro million, you have
Yeah.
to worry about them bills.
Fuck them bills.
He ain't got to worry
When
about
you look at your
squabbling.
direct
Every week a new bills come out. I'm like, what the motherfucker, man?
Mine actually might be when I get paid.
It's not about you.
Shit, then.
Oh, damn.
Remember last dropping that Citroen?
No, because you literally see the whole of that pay for all but
It looks good. It looks good for a minute.
all but
damn right.
10
It
minutes.
looks good for a minute.
Then you're like,
I just screenshot that, be like, yeah. I'm balling, baby.
Gabriel.
it's upsetting. Oh gosh.
What about you, Reese?
I don't actually remember, I'm being honest.
You don't remember?
The
You don't remember?
closest-
You don't remember the time?
No.
Maybe when the alarm went off.
The closest, no, that rattled me. I won't think. I think the closest I remember losing I was close to, was probably a family issue, and my dad did something mad, and I was trying to talk to him like an adult, and he was acting like a child, and he did something which was so out of pocket in the situation, like he just done something which I thought was like childish for an adult. Forget him being my dad, just for an adult, yeah. And because I'm trying to talk to him on a level, he done something dumb, yeah. Like I could feel when I was talking to him, yeah, that aggression was.
Would you say that your dad kind of pushes your buttons?
It's not. No, I don't think it's more so that he pushes my buttons. It's because that he's an emotional being, and I'm not. So it's arguing emotion with logic, and he doesn't. He's one of them people where he has to do something, yeah, just so it can vindicate his nature.
Did you ever
Yeah.
find out where that t-shirt comes from?
Yeah, I did. Shout out Elwoods.
I was just thinking of it now.
So he has to vindicate doing something, and it was so dumb. I can feel it because I know when I'm getting irritated, my voice gets very low, very low.
You getting your John Wick mode?
Because I don't shout when I'm angry, innit? Because there's like football shouting,
Listen, yeah.
which is more like it's to the point. But that's not anger. That's
No, I
competitive,
know.
yeah.
The thing is, I don't think a person that doesn't know you or know when you're playing would see that as aggression or
I
anger.
pre-warn people. That's why even Mark, I pre-warned him. I'm like, bro, don't take nothing I say while I'm playing sports thing. I'm just very competitive. Right, yeah? Like, O would be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, he's a
I would've
different
been
person.
like-
He's a different person, trust me.
but Olo when we played Mario Kart, did your man have a squabble? Stop now.
Oh my gosh, you did. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to say, but For me, it's one of those where like I need to break
So
things down
coming back,
analytically,
so coming
and then the
back
more
to me.
the more annoyed I get, my words, the comfort blanket disappears from my words. It's just straight to the point.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're getting on my like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
to the
yeah,
point.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just don't do it. But I pride myself on not getting angry
Yeah.
because it's easy. Being angry is one of the ones where it's just like it's the easiest.
Thing to do.
Whereas thing.
Making the right decision
Yeah.
is yeah.
To go to the tube when someone does something mad, like it's like, oh, okay, I got the tube today, and some guy sat next to me and he's sat like this. I'm like, brother, don't want your leg rubbing up on me. Like I'm sitting like my legs like this, like in the zone of my seat. And you know, out of pride, I'm not moving my leg, bruv.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna knee your knee.
So now we're
I'm not gonna knee your knee, so it
now
looks
we're
like-
kneeing.
Babes, put the packet back.
Always one.
Peshang wang wang wang. What you doing, bruv? But yeah, that's this. Bruv, Katie is a weirdo.
Oh no.
Absolute weirdo. Man, come in with new fringe and start moving real weird in that, bro. Why are you laughing? What are you doing?
How many sweets do you need?
For
On
people
that
that can't see what she's doing, yeah, she's literally thrown the whole Starburst packet
And looking in the
on
packet
chair.
like,
What a fucking idiot! Looking for the one for cherry and they're actually all strawberry anyway.
Oh, do you want to tell us that story you wanted to tell us, please?
yeah,
Oh,
please.
give me the packet.
Wait, I've got to put them all back in.
So, I got a friend who he's a parent.
He's a father. He's a
He's
parent.
a,
He's a father.
he's a father. He's a parent.
Father front. Father front. Stretch, bro. Your stubby arms. Thank you.
He's a father. He's a parent.
They're not stubby.
He isn't with the mother of his child.
Yep.
The child is about 12. They've been separated from when the child was about 1.
Okay.
You could have just said something about You are so Nigerian, bro.
I know. Allow me. He has his child every weekend. Gives mum double the money that she's legally meant to get, but that's something that he set up and said from the very beginning that's what he wanted to give her, just to basically make sure that whatever his child needs, his child has. And has basically had his daughter every weekend for the last 12 years. His baby, the mother of his daughter said to him that he is doing the bare minimum
In what sense?
as a
Emotionally,
As a parent.
financially.
just in general. And he was like,
Houseway.
I'm
How you got a dreadlock on? You got a dreadlock sway. House sway.
You ain't got the answer,
and
swear.
he was like the bare, but he was like, well, what more can I do
He has the child every weekend.
every weekend?
I think when you're a part-time parent, yeah, PTP, I think it becomes.
I've never heard that term
It's
before.
a PTB as well.
You never heard part-time parent?
No, not as abbreviation. No.
Okay, when you're on PTP, yeah, I think for mums, because they do so much from Monday to Friday. So you're talking about taking the child to school. Obviously,
School
in this
run
case-
and stuff like that, yeah.
In this case, the child's 12, so the child takes herself to school, but still also making sure, okay, I come back from work, sorry, make sure there's food there, meals, like the process of that over the last 11 years has been like clockwork. So it means, yeah, I get 2 days off, but 2 days doesn't amount to 5.
True.
We're all good at maths.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So then, ultimately, especially when you get into that phrase where the parent is virtually a single parent, let's say single mum, because it could be a dad that's the dominant parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the main parent. In that case, the level of what they give their child has to be of that or higher. Right, yeah? So the way I've broken it down as a person who comes from a split family, regardless, especially like growing up siblings, regardless, the emotional blanket you need, regardless of because you can give a child all they want financially, but there's an emotional blanket that they need. So I think it's solely based on the relationship you have with the mother of your child.
Yeah.
How often you speak. Okay, so and so is going on to a school trip. Can you? Like, I think it's a whole protocol of. I don't think a lot of men actively reach out to the mother of their child, because sometimes it depends on the relationship you have.
I think it always depends on the relationship you have.
How are you? Because you can be amicable, but it's based on amicable respect, whether they're dating someone or not. How are you? What's going on? School stuff, parents evening, rah. Like, as in, like, how are you using your time, even your free time, regardless of it? Because often we're both parents, to make sure you're still involved, even if you're at a distance. And I think that's where it kind of comes into it of, even if you're not the main parent, how involved are you?
Yeah.
And I think that's where it can kind of come across, where if the main parent, mother or child, oh God, kind of gets involved in the process, if the main person involved in the process, they can end up feeling away to the secondary parent because they're doing so much that unless the volume of what the secondary parent is even close to what they're doing, they're always going to feel away.
They're always going to feel away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my breakdown of it anyway.
Yeah.
It is hard because then, like you said, it does depend on the relationship of the parents. Like, obviously, when they split, there could be still some hard feelings there or whatnot. Obviously, you hear about situations where, you know, the other parent goes missing and the other parent's just there to be the single parent. Do we give applause for, let's say, a father sticking around and making sure that their child's okay and, like, may have them over the weekends or whatever? Could he do more?
Sorry.
Sorry.
My chest.
Could he do more? Probably,
Sorry.
but then that's a conversation that he needs to have with the mother of the child. Like, she may want more, or she may not. She just maybe just venting. I don't know, but it is a weird thing because every couple is different.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not realistic for the other parent who has them over the weekends to have more time with the child.
Yeah.
We don't know. Could be like further distance. So there are things to think about with things like that. So I don't know, man. It's every case is different. The way I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wasn't listening to one
No,
thing we were saying.
I was listening.
Oh.
I'm just going to answer you guys in a calm and...
Today would be a good day, you know. We are
I like
recording.
nutmeg.
Huh?
I like nutmeg. Make things taste sweeter.
Are you mad?
I just compose myself.
Big man.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
argue with you. Are you mad?
God. What's that thing with the mask where he's like got the happy smiling face, but really behind? That's me. I don't know what to call it, but that's me right now. Okay. The whole the co-parenting thing, I feel like I don't always want to have an opinion on it because I don't know, in the past, especially on this podcast, when I have had an opinion or said anything, I feel like a lot of backlash has come on it saying, oh, you shouldn't speak on parental
who said
views and
Say that. Who said that?
No, there's been a few people.
Call them out. What are their names?
Yeah, what are the
No,
names?
it doesn't matter who they are. You don't need to call them out.
I can.
But I'm saying there have been a few people. Who? Oh no, I'm not saying I'm not saying on the pod like during. I'm just saying even after when topics have come up.
aim, you know.
Go ahead.
No, this
say their names like it's real.
This would have been
Yeah,
way
there's 2
before
Glocks
that.
already. It's like,
This would have been way before that. But one thing I do
His
want
bullet
to
had a
say-
name on it.
Say your name so I know it's real.
One thing I do want to say is they don't. No, a lot. Oh, fucking idiot. A lot of fathers don't that stick around and stuff like that. They don't, get given their flowers, as I should say, or get paid their dues.
Yeah, but then
And
some people
a
can
lot of-
say that they're the father, isn't it? So what do you want
It's
to do?
your
for?
job. No, but it's true. But then obviously a lot of people will say the same thing about single mothers, and obviously yes, it's harder because they've had the child,
By
and
the way,
9
I'm finished
times.
right now. I'm sick of the argument that being a mum is the hardest job in the world. It's not.
It's not the hardest
It's
job
not.
in the world.
I'm sorry. It's not.
You have people that have to look after like their elderly parents and things like that.
If you're a single
That
mum
could
of
be
a
the
child
hardest
with-
job in the world
If you're
for
a
that
single mum of a
person.
child with a disability, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's people that work on oil rigs in the middle of nowhere where if it goes up, you're dead, bro. Like, you can't even escape.
You're dead.
That's Titanic survival mode, bro.
I think being a parent or a single mum or whatever is like probably one of the most one of the most rewarding jobs. And
But
yes,
it's not the hardest.
it's difficult because it gets hard. But
It was like, but as a man, you say that it's not the hardest job in the world.
I just think it's the most.
You
It's
choose
the.
to be a parent.
But I think it's the most fulfilling.
There you go, fulfilling.
I wouldn't say in sense, it's hard. Like, yeah, a lot of people say the word hard because it's easier. It's hard, bro. Like, yeah, sometimes because times are hard, life is hard. But I do believe it's more fulfilling, and that's for any parent. That can be like, because you have dads that are full-time dads out there. You've got dads that situations where only the dad has their children and the mum's not present and things like that.
I know dads like that.
But a lot of people
Me
don't
too.
talk about that. Which me,
No, 'cause
I like to be very balanced about everything. I'm not a feminist and things like that. So I like things to be even. Like, yes, 9 times out of 10, it is the fact that the mum is doing absolutely everything and maybe the dad's shit. But that's
Or they pick the wrong person.
that is just a very, for me, it's life and it is
mean-
facts, but it is a big stereotype. Can I just
I
add?
didn't say, remember, I didn't know.
No, I'm
Sometimes-
just saying,
yeah,
in
okay,
my
yeah.
opinion, I think it's a big stereotype. It's a stereotype that's obviously closer to the truth, but you can't paint everybody with the same brush. Like, you can't literally.
I think
tarnish everybody with the
yeah,
same brush.
because sometimes
basically.
people
like,
need
you
to
can't.
people need to pick better partners.
Of course they do.
The flags, the black flags, every type of flag was there.
Of course you do.
But you still lay down and.
No, but and that's true. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. In situations that I have
A
seen,
baby is not going to change it.
I've seen it, and I've seen it where there's been girls that have been like, they're gonna get pregnant because they think it's gonna solve everything. For someone that isn't actually your man, and then after the child, he still wasn't your man, and you still like shit like that. That's stupid. Try to trap someone, but then it backfires on you. Then you're in a relationship and you've got to try and you want to try and fix it, and you both agree that maybe it's time to have a baby, but you've barely fixed your relationship long enough to realize, are we gonna have a child? And anyway, it's not my business, but I'm just out here saying I don't always,
Communication.
in
The
that
whole process-
sense,
the whole process of communication.
support the stereotype of. I've lost my train of thought of what was even talking about in the first place. I can't always support it.
If the stereotype is based on communication, the whole process of it is based on communication. That's why I said at the beginning, when you are the predominant parent and you are doing near enough, it's like the 80-20 rule. You are doing 80% of the graft while working and the rest of that stuff. Indirectly, directly, regardless, you're going to feel a way to the secondary parent because on paper you look like the fun parent.
Yeah.
You get to come in for the weekend. You have them for 36 hours minus when they're sleeping. You get to take ice cream this, park this, zoo that. You come in as the fun parent. Whereas the predominant parent has to be the disciplinarian. They got to do when you're sad and you cut your, like, you know what I'm trying to say. You got to do the most. So then ultimately, the main parent's always going to feel a way to the secondary parent because I'm always going to be the villain. Because when they're sad, when they're happy, when you've done something wrong, I'm going to be the disciplinarian. Whereas you get to come in and be the part-time fun one. To be clear, remember, I'm not saying man or female, I'm saying parent.
Yeah.
Right, yeah? So then what ends up happening in this situation is the dominant parent is always... Resent is probably the wrong word, but you can build a resentment-like issue with the secondary parent because it's like, okay, I'm doing this, and you come in and you're like, okay, you get to be the Superman or woman or whatever of parenting, whereas I'm dealing with villainy all the time. And I think that's where it comes down to. The communication part is super important, but that's why I think you have to be like to the other person, even away from money, is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah.
Because if you're having that conversation, regardless of whether the primary parent is dating or not, it can make the overall thing 10 times easier or better than it just being like, it's this person again.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
heaven's sake. Oh, my don't do nothing. I brought them come back with the dirty trainers on and the tracksuit ain't clean, or he left the tracksuit, or she left the track. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, you're never gonna get on, and you're not gonna be best of friends and do care hugs and hold schmalls over a campfire singing Kumbaya. But you
Man
at
said
least,
fucking schmalls.
sorry, marshmallows, whatever.
No, they are schmalls, but I'm like, of all the analogies.
But it's just based
Kumbaya.
on mutual respect and communication. And that's where, in those cases, you have to get out your feelings.
Yeah.
Because your child is more important than how you feel.
That's the main thing, and yeah, I know that for him and for her, they both just basically want what's best for the child. So
Ultimately. But then sometimes you've got people that never see eye to eye, and that's a sad thing, but hey, it's not my business.
yeah, they're gonna work it out.
I was going to bring up a topic, but I think it can be safe for next week. I want to ask this because we're having a conversation. Huh?
Pin number 1.
I don't know what he said.
He knows what I said.
But I think we'll obviously, as we're always talking about adults and communication, I'm going to ask Katie this first.
Yeah.
What type of older person are you becoming, or what type of older person do you want to be?
I think I'm becoming,
Is that your TV voice?
what?
The voice you put on.
This,
I think I'm becoming.
this is my keep calm, Arsenal's losing voice. I think I'm becoming a
Talk to
beautiful person. Yeah, overall, I think I'm becoming a beautiful person, if I'm not already.
Put 2 nutmeg on.
Mate, this ain't Love is Blind, bro. I don't care what.
What's the
Dirty old man.
It was that already.
I think you know what it is. I think I'm becoming that dirty old man who instead of
dirty if you're nasty.
no instead
Dirty
of
old man
watching
in a
porn,
van.
like would like to watch women in like flip flops just walk about and just like the sound that their feet make. The
Police!
slap. That,
Police!
you know that.
Help! Police! I'm calling the police.
It's the, you know, it's a.
Yeah, go ahead, Auntie. Mm-hmm.
No, there's something wrong with it. Auntie? No, there's something wrong with it.
The mummies. Looking for mummies.
I think I'm slow. I feel grumpy growing in me, but
Yo.
I can't navigate these things anymore.
I feel grumpy growing.
Okay, I'll be honest. There's no thumbs up. It's just you touch the thumbs.
Oh, no thumbs anymore.
No fuss.
Oh,
That's crazy. You touch the thumbs.
I can't navigate these things.
Can't navigate words.
I can't.
You
No,
write books,
no.
you can't navigate words. My God, that's your bread and butter.
No,
You
and
navigate
I
words.
say these things just straight out, but then when I say it and then I hear it out loud, it's
Let me
like,
say a Katie sentence to you. Like, I heard it in my head, but I still said it. And I knew it would have sounded a bit mad, but...
I always do that. I know it's going to sound mad, and I heard it, but I still have to say it.
We know.
Just have to say it.
We know.
yeah, I feel grumpy old man.
It's growing you.
Drastically growing. Sorry. Sorry.
That one.
Yeah, for real.
Mark,
What?
you
Drastically growing. The old man is growing within.
saying it.
The old man inside him is drastically growing within.
That's a crazy statement. Run it back in your head.
The grumpy old.
No,
wait.
run it, that whole thing back in your head.
Yeah, I heard.
Does it not sound mad?
The the grumpy old man within you is drastically growing.
No, you can raise the thumb.
It's drastically
You can
growing.
raise the thumb because I'm mad.
I feel like Little Wayne when he's trying
Is
to
he a little?
do the
Is he a
lighter.
little old man? Is he a little short and
Shut up.
grumpy?
What?
What about you?
Mark.
Like one of the
Now
seven
you're Mark.
dwarves.
See, now you're Mark.
Mark.
This
One
is
of
Mark.
the- one of the seven dwarves.
Is this what it feels like to be Mark?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's drastically growing.
Mark
inside
Jacob
you.
Brown, your turn.
Mark Franklin Jebediah Brown.
I think I've definitely am the grumpy old man already.
Yeah, music.
You got grumpy man
what are
inside
these?
you?
Not in music.
No,
What are these kids listening to?
Not when it comes to music. No, I'm still open to music. Different music. I was quick there. I was like, woo!
You got it inside you too.
Couldn't catch me there. Woo! But I think I've become more distant with family and friends. Not on purpose, but I'm just in my own little bubble sometimes, which I think I need to fix before it gets worse. But yeah, I tend to not give a flying fuck a lot.
Hey, sometimes you know.
Like when my friends sometimes call me, complain about something, I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Like,
That's the best I could do.
it be like that
That's the
sometimes.
best I could do for you.
Hey, oh, them bills.
What do you think I should do? Boy, innit?
I'm not gonna lie, I feel you on that one. I do.
Boy, innit?
It's like, yeah, this is happening, blah, blah, blah.
That's on you,
Sounds
innit?
mad still.
That's
That's a tricky one still, you get me?
I'm sorry, you know.
You know, you can just not roll about it.
In my head, I'm thinking, why did you
No.
choose me to...
You know what I
did you
was
think
saying the other day?
you was getting over here? Because you not.
How come you quiet, Mark? Oh, you stopped talking? Oh, my bad.
My bad, dog. My bad.
I was washing up. What?
I stopped giving a fuck about 20 minutes ago.
I thought you just wanted someone to listen. You was talking for talking's sake.
Yeah, I was listening to you.
What about you, Reese?
I'm actually a lot more balanced than Katie, so use the word balanced.
Not West Balance.
A lot more decisive. I think for me, like, I run on a strike rule anyway, where I feel like you've done me something, or you have an issue and I reach out and you're being a bit strange.
You're out.
I wouldn't even say nothing.
Umpire too.
Like I live by listen. If you don't chat to me, you don't explain why you have an issue with me. I'm not going to chase it. If you have a problem, you want to address it. Fine. It's either in your mind that you don't feel like I'm going to reciprocate it, or you're done. I'm not keeping friends for the sake of keeping friends. I tell people all the time, it's like, oh, but you know, bad people. Yes, no, I'm not friends with many.
And that's the thing I have to sometimes explain people. I know bare people.
The difference between knowing people
But I don't
and
have bare
having
friends.
And a
That
lot
makes
of them who are
sense.
friends is two different
I
people.
have many affiliates.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
and depending on where I am, depends on the mode I'm in. So, with my boys I grew up with, very relaxed mode, football mode, tempo for me goes up because you have to match the levels of, you know what I'm trying to say. So, for me, I'm a lot more decisive, I'm a lot more chilled back. I'll be honest, from probably mid-20s, I love my own space. If I'm an ambivert anyway. If I'm outside, I don't mind being social. If I'm in my house, I love silence. Like, it doesn't have to be forced conversation. Excuse me and the rest of that. But yeah, I think I'm happy with the place I'm in anyway. So it's just making sure that I continue to be that person and continue to be decisive. And helping Katie become a more emotionally balanced human being.
I think helping me become more decisive as well, because I'm very indecisive.
Speaking about us as well, like, I know you want to talk about how we all, or maybe interesting for the people that listen to us, how we all kind of got together. I think who should start
How
first?
the band got together.
You should have to start first because you
Me and
know the
O.
longest, yeah.
Boy, how far do we go back? Like BMX bikes.
We'll take this back.
Way back.
Because you used to work in JD's back in the day.
When was
In the CD bar.
when was September 11th?
I was before that.
No, I know, but
2004?
In the record store.
What?
You thought September 11th was a record store?
No, they said when they met, and I said back at the record store.
Let him explain, babes. I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, from when so from about what 2000s, early 2000s, because then that's
I
when
want to say it's early 2000.
yeah, because that's when I moved
Ow.
from West End to Stratford, JD, when
Yeah.
it used to be
On
where
the corner.
in the corner where the HSBC used to be.
Yeah.
Every day.
Shoot, yeah.
Every day.
Early 2000s. I used to work in JD Sports, and Mark with a C used to work in CD Bar, and I'd always just go
No, but
there.
every time you say it, you have to separate it. Because it sounds like you're saying like it's a CD bar like Soho, not CD bar.
Yeah.
As
Back
in,
in
it's
the
a
day.
CD, like.
Yeah.
It's
Compact disc.
CD.
That's why
bar.
I said record shop. The record shop.
But it's CD.
It's CDs.
It's in the name of the shop.
Yeah.
I thought it was records back then.
But again,
Says
it's
CD.
CD
Yeah, I know.
bar.
A
It's
record shop is like a vinyl, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the same thing.
No, I know it's not, but I thought back then it would have been a record shop.
Anyway,
Anyway.
proceed.
do you think that in those days it was still vinyls and
In your
not
day?
CDs?
Early 2000.
Shit, then.
Again, early 2000s.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you early 2000s. I thought it was.
Shows you don't listen.
I
you
thought
know?
it was way back. I thought it was
Anyway.
the olden days when you were doing record again. I was thinking of the olden days and record deals, sorry.
Well, you thought wrong.
So
Record shops. And
every lunchtime or after work, I would just go down there and listen to music and buy music, and I was there so much, and then we just started talking because I was just there all the time, and then this place would close and I'd still be there, and that was it.
Made lots of friends there.
Yep,
Went raving a lot of times.
yep,
And I remember you started to bring short stories as well.
yep.
So, yeah, that's how me and that one
that one, you know.
knew each other from back then. You joker.
I love this boy. I do.
And then I think obviously
No, stop
I
it.
met Mark through G Money,
Yep.
and then obviously when we met initially,
It was to do with a
it was
podcast.
to do with our original pod, which was with another human being, and O. And then
Because for me, I knew that I wanted O to be a part of it.
say that again.
I knew that I wanted O to be a part of it. And then G-Man was like, oh, Reese would be interested in this. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Because we was only meant to have one more member for the podcast.
Free before.
Yeah, it was meant to
What
be
was
free.
that saloon place
Well, it's meant
that
to
we
be
went?
you.
The awful food.
Diner.
Yeah. Awful food.
That's where I met Reese.
Because how it happened is us three
Oh,
turned
you
up on
met
time.
Reese at the start of when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
first
yeah.
went on the pod. Oh.
When we-
Because us three met up because Ting was late. So we were vibing already.
Voldemort was late, yeah.
And yeah, the podcast got birthed from there.
Ting was late.
I can't remember. Was it called? Oh. Was it called Different Strokes? Then this one, or was it?
No,
Was it?
Different Strokes is us.
Yeah.
Different Strokes with the Mandem. That was called Voldemort.
There's no trace of that
The
podcast.
Mentors. It was called The Mentors.
I think I remember you lot telling me this early days, but that's really bad.
I also remember.
I feel like I remember you
Yes,
telling me the
sir.
actual name of the pod before, but I can't.
I
remember.
also
Yes,
remember
sir.
when we recorded the first episode of Different Strokes. Reese had a text like, "Oh, it sounds so much better when you use yeah." And I think we were busting up on the first episode.
I think yeah, I remember that.
But we were rookies, man. We were all yamming, eating down the
Yeah.
eating down the
I
microphone.
think we made.
Yes, you were. And do you know what? I'm such a hypocrite for that. I do
was.
apologise. Because before I came on, I did say, oh my gosh, you can hear you lot yamming down the mic, you know, it doesn't sound great. And then
Do you know what I think that was as well?
once I got comfortable, I
think
probably started doing
that's
the
what- when
same.
we stepped
We-
away, when
We didn't know, innit?
When the older podcast was abolished, when Voldemort and the Mandem was abolished,
10 episodes.
and then
Deaf Eaters.
yeah, the Death Eaters, yeah. When Voldemort and the Mandem was closed,
I love
was
that name.
abolished. What name?
Voldemort and the Mandem.
When it was abolished,
Because honestly, it didn't feel like our podcast.
yeah, we obviously had to I taught myself to edit, and then was looking for studios and the rest of that.
Because I remember, sorry to cut you, I remember calling Reese like, no, we should still do this, man. Let's brainstorm, think of a name. I hollered at you as well. You was like, yeah. It's like, all right. And I remember a couple of the names that came out.
3 5 minutes still one of the worst things ever.
That was him.
Mm-hmm. What was it? Free what? The one that you brought up, that the one that I thought of.
3 5 men. Absolute trash.
And I remember we had the studio.
Hold on to that still to this.
We had the studio in Soho.
Where the CD bar was.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What are you doing with them words, son?
That's a good one. No, that's before we moved to the. Because remember
It was two in Soho. We had one in Soho, and then we moved to the one in. It was still.
Soho Radio, but it was
still
posh
Soho
Soho
Radio.
Radio.
Yeah.
But there was two. The Soho Radio one.
The
one was
upmarket.
And I
on
remember
Soho.
we recorded a couple of episodes before we released the pod, didn't we?
We had 3 in the
Yeah,
park.
which was good. But yeah, carry on.
And then, yeah, I think obviously first episode was like getting the cobwebs out again. Obviously that text from my brother said it sounds better because we weren't just doing up screaming and attitude and bra. Then 52 episodes later we got KDO, so we started doing screaming and same thing. But no, like I'm happy I've met you lot. I'm happy with where the pod's going. I'm happy that KD is finding emotional balance. I'm happy that day by day O is looking more and more like the Black Megamind.
We're a family.
I'm happy that
Like a giant tree.
Mark knows that love rules. I'm happy for Gabriel. I'm happy we stepped away from Voldemort&TheMandem. This has been episode 146 of the Different Sort podcast.
Bad.
You can find this DSP on all your favorite DSPs, my personal favorite YouTube. You can find Mark, O, Kadia, and my
Bill Cosby.
in the description below. You can find the DSP website.
That really hurt my neck.
TikTok, our TikTok link, Mark's business for his photography and O's business for his books in the description below. I've been Real Talk Reese.
You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, don't bother. I knew it. I felt it.
To my left bin,
Mr. O, hey, hey, ho, ho.
You don't feel nothing.
I did. I felt the look.
next to him's been Catwoman. With the fringe.
You will catch us all live and updated on, not live, sorry,
I've done
updated
it already,
on
I've done it already.
TikTok
I've done it
very
already. I've done it
soon.
already. That's how I know you are listening. Thank you very much.
No, I know, but I had to make a point because someone looked at me because of it.
And across from me is the irony man himself that telling people love rules and it doesn't.
Love conquers all.
No, it does
I
not.
don't believe that.
Love don't pay these bills.
Well, not that kind of love.
It's
Well,
Mark
maybe
Brown.
a certain kind of
We'll be
love.
back next week.
Teach your bills how to squabble.
Blessings, blessings, and blessings. Peace.
Peace.
Bye. Love does not conquer.
I can't believe Katie doesn't know that. Teach me believe Katie doesn't know that. Teach me believe Katie doesn't know that. Teach me believe Katie doesn't know that.